trees. Then we're gonna work a little bit on the leaves, and then we're gonna go back to the trunks. So the first thing, we're gonna mix a very light bluish grayish color, and try it. So very light, and with a thick brush, you can use flat brush for that. You can just gonna draw them. So they can be a little bit.
We go to chat.
Let's check.
Wait, I need to get rid of this.
Can you please mute yourself?
You want some?
Okay. They also can be thin or thick, but we're going from the bottom to the top. And sometimes, you know, the tree at the bottom they're one, but then they're splitting into two. I don't know if all of you saw birch trees, but many of them are like that. And don't do them too many. Like,
We cannot see your screen.
what screen? What I'm painting?
Yeah, if you're sharing your screen, we couldn't see it.
Okay, how about now? Can you see it now?
No, no.
Try to put the gallery view. Who's talking?
Kylie.
Kylie? If you put it on. Okay. So I'm continuing. And also I'm trying to change the direction a little bit. I think for mine, those are enough. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna move slowly to the next. Next one with, again, a lot of water. I will start with light yellow and a lot of water on my brush, and I'll start with touching the paper with different size of the brush. So this is, you can add anywhere you like. Just be careful not to add too much, and try to make them different in concentration. Like here they're a little bit more, then I'll have a little bit more here with the bigger brush strokes, then a little bit here with the small brush strokes. So, and again, I'm not trying to paint them or anything, just feeling of a leaves, and they will mix with the other colors, which is good. Next, I'm going to you can use any colors you like. I'm gonna go with the fall colors, but it's your decisions where you're gonna go. I'm taking orange, and again, don't make it too dark. We're gonna do an extra layer after that on top. So when you add the orange, some of the tips I'm going over the yellow, some of them I'm gonna do on the white. So some of them will mix, some of them no. Also, I will try in some spots to have more of one of the colors. Like the majority maybe here will be greenish, yellowish. Here gonna be more warm. Just play with the colors. Now I'm gonna move to the red. More of a brownish red. A little bit here. And I'll add a little bit of warm green now. Okay. Also, some of them could be completely mixed, some of them be a little bit more detailed. Then we can add darker brown, reddish dark brown. Okay, it's too brown. too much paint. It's lighter. It's too contrast for all the other colors. Still too dark. Better. Few few brush strokes around, like not so close to the other leaves. And
What color did you just use?
the last one is brown,
Okay.
reddish brown. Try not to make it on the camera. This looks very dark, but it's not so dark. I don't know why. It's more of a, what do you see, like here? It's, try not to make it so dark. It looks dark, but it's not so dark. So next step is, you don't have to, but maybe it's a good idea to change the water, because we're gonna do a little bit background between the trees. So very, very light gray. Just few brush strokes in between, without being scared to go over the trees a little bit, or over the leaves. That's okay if they mix a little bit, but make sure it's not dark color. It's supposed to be the lightest color that we have instead of the white. So see, sometimes I'm going a little bit over the other colors, sometimes a little bit over the trees. And with long, big brush strokes. Don't try to color it inside, just go over, spread some colors. Okay, so next step is, we are going to go over again the trees. So I'm gonna mix a little bit blue and black, but again with a lot of color. And I'm going to go over the tree with a lot of water. In between the leaves also, I'll add some darkness. In some spots, you can leave a little bit of the undercolor, like 2 shades, or completely go over. Then I'm gonna do the second one also before this one, before I go to the next step. So 1 or 2 trees, then I'm taking black and I'm gonna start painting those black spots using the brush on the side, and it's very much suggested to do when it's still wet, so we can get this nice effect of spreading the color. See, when it's wet, but we have the tree is wet, the trunk is wet only where the leaves are not. So the black spots, they are not gonna combine with the leaves. You can put few more spots under where the leaves are, but not too many. Then I'm going to the next one again. A little bit darker blue. Found it. Two trunks. Then moving to the next. So if you see if the color is too dark, you take more water and it's immediately became white. Okay, I have one left here. Now, if you're ready, with the thin brush, I'm gonna add few branches. They're gonna be very thin comparison to the trees, and they are black. So I'm gonna start and go, some of the places go under the leaves, some of them then go over. Just try to make sure that you have some movement between. And with the black again, if you want, you can add a few darker accents. So over the dark that we did before, you can add a little bit more dark again, and because it's a little bit, it's dry now, not completely, but it's drier, so the black will be darker. After we're done with that, we're gonna go back to the leaves. Okay, I'll give you a few minutes. I'm gonna go back to the leaves. Can I continue or wait a little bit more? Any thumbs up, down? Okay, one thumbs up. Anybody else? Not yet. Okay, wait a little. Okay, so we're gonna do the same. Now our leaves are probably dry. Then I'm starting with the yellow again. On some spots, I will go over the yellow, the previous yellow. Some of the spots over the orange, over the white. So different variations, but keep working on top of the leaves. Don't go over the other spaces that are free. So we need some empty spaces and some more busy spaces. You can still do here and there some over the white, but mainly stay on the leaves that you have already. Then a little orange. Now the brush could be drier. You don't need so much water now. We need more strong colors. And also in some spots you can make bigger brush strokes and some spots smaller, so you get different textures. And go to brown. There are going to be some bleedings between the colors, but that's fine. And if you see that you have a big white spot, then it's a good idea to add some color there, but maybe add one or two small leaves. Don't start filling everything. A little bit green now. I'm going to add a little bit more red color, more red than brown, give a little bit warm to the whole colors. And in some spots, I'm gonna add more, like, bigger yellow brush strokes. Now, if you don't want to have the white background, it's not completely white, but still there is a lot of contrast, you can work on that a little bit, or you just can leave it like that. I'm gonna add a little bit light shading to that. Also, when you touch wet colors, they also gonna bleed a little bit. They also gonna give some tone, different color. And that's it. Any questions? Somebody ready to show me? I know you're not done yet.